Hey everybody, welcome back to Jiminia's Promo, and today we will be doing an unboxing of the regular Galaxy S20. This one is unlocked and the color of cloud blue, and I'll also be doing a fast initial impression versus the Galaxy S20 Ultra, really mostly with the size and also the weight. Now I'd have to state that I have been using the Galaxy S20 Ultra ever since it has been released and after I unboxed the phone, but it feels pretty heavy, and I'd have to say this is a perfect time for Samsung to stop with the size and with the weight. I'd have to say that it's getting pretty heavy. Your hand and your pinky gets a little worn out, but really I just want to take a look at this blue, this cloud blue color. So you're going to have a little bit of plastic on the back, and also what we'll be able to do is some white stone dome glass installation a little bit later on with the Galaxy S20 and the S20 Ultra. So let's turn this puppy on, and I also do want to take a look at the weight just so we can kind of see firsthand, what is the weight difference. So before we go through the contents of this box, let's check out the weight. And so that is one of the things that you might be either hearing me talk about or other YouTubers or bloggers talk about, that the S20 Ultra seems pretty heavy. So this one's sitting at 164 grams. So again, this one is the smaller version. This is the smallest Galaxy S20 you can get. Now moving over to the Galaxy S20 Ultra, this one will be sitting at 222 grams. Now, in comparison, if you have the Galaxy Note 10 Plus and you're curious on just how heavy the Ultra is, for the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, this one's sitting at 196 grams. So going from 196 all the way up to 222, that is, what is that? That's about 26, 28 grams difference. So this 222 grams of the Galaxy S20 Ultra is almost equivalent if you're using the Galaxy Note 10 Plus with a case. Again, depending on which case you use, if it's a little bit more thinner, it's gonna be right around that 22 to 26 grams. So if you have the Note 10 Plus with a case, you kind of know what the Galaxy S20 Ultra feels like when it's completely bare naked. Again, this one's all the way down to that 165 grams. So now let's go through the rest of the contents, and then in the very next video, I will be doing Samsung Smart Switch. So if you're curious on Samsung Smart Switch, transferring everything from your old phone to your brand new phone, stay tuned for that. That video is coming up. Now inside the under of the box top lid right here, so once you open this up, this is where you have your SIM ejector tool. So you'll be able to take this off. You can put in your SIM and also your micro SD card. So we will be popping this thing out just so we can get this phone activated as well. And then the other contents inside of here is just a little bit of like get started and warranty and things like that. So we can now move that out of the way. Heading inside of here, there will be one difference that you could have on the inside of here. So let's say that we take off this little power brick. This one is the USB Type-C to USB Type-C. So this one is going to be your super fast charging. It's not going to be that 45 watt charger, but it is going to give you your 25 watts. This is going to be the one key difference with your box or my box, depending if you went through the purchasing settings or the options when you purchased this phone. Did you want to have that transferring tool little dongle? So if you're using Samsung Smart Switch, it has the option of you want to have the dongle included. I always do mine wirelessly, which is going to be the very next video. Inside of here is going to be your USB Type-C to USB Type-C charging cable. Again, giving you that super fast charging speeds. So it's not that USB Type-A to USB Type-C. Again, as what you saw on the back of this brick. And then moving over here, this is going to be your AKG buds. This one is going to be the Type-C connector on the bottom. These sound pretty good, and if you're going to be plugging in your phone, if you miss that 3.5mm headphone jack, this thing just basically replaces it. You're still plugging something in for your buds to play, and then you have your little ear tip options here for small and large, just because on probably installed there is going to be the medium size. So let's just go through a little bit of the opening screens. I'll actually not set anything up. So now that we're inside of here, the one thing I will be doing just for the sake of this video and helping out with the camera is that we will be putting this on dark mode. So once we place it on dark mode, I'm going to show you two things that I love about having an unlocked phone, that when you have a carrier device, Sprint, AT&T, Verizon, especially AT&T, they actually block out some of the Samsung applications and features. And I would rather have Samsung bloatware or the added features and apps that Samsung gives you versus a carrier application. That's just my personal opinion, because I can go off and download my AT&T app off the Play Store. But if you have a carrier phone and they block the Samsung apps, you're not able to download, even trying to go around with the APK versions. So let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. So this right here is the AT&T version Galaxy S20 Ultra. Now inside of here, when you go inside of the settings and you go inside of the advanced features, you will notice that there's 2 features inside of advanced features that will not show up. Now let's go over into this unlocked version, which this is one of the main reasons why I got the smaller phone, and also too just because of the size and the weight. Well, when you go into the advanced features, so here are the differences. This unlocked phone has call and text on other devices, which means I can use my tablet. If somebody calls me, texts me, or if I want to call somebody, send somebody a text message, I can do it all through my tablet. It's all interconnected through your Samsung account. Now the AT&T version phone does not have that. You can see right there, it just says link to Windows. The option right above it, call and text, is not there. Now as you scroll down here, you also have the option of Game Launcher. Now Game Launcher is just really big for anybody who loves to play games, have everything set up in one area, get recommendations of other things, have a bunch of tools. Well, over here, there is none. There is no Game Launcher sitting right above Dual Messenger. I mean, you can see how everything is sitting there except for Game Launcher. So really, this is a deal killer for me to ever purchase a carrier phone again. I know that Sprint does it with a few applications, Verizon does it with a few, and you can see it here with AT&T, blocking 2 major features of a Samsung phone that I use on a daily basis: Game Launcher and call and text on other devices. So really, when it comes down to kind of the feel and the weight of it, I mean, this right here just feels really good. You know, it's a pretty good size. I'd have to say that I'd also be pretty happy with the middle version as well, which is the Galaxy S20 Plus. But because I have the Ultra, I wanted to go to the extreme opposite end of the spectrum to something just a little bit smaller, and it actually does feel pretty good. And then moving over to this one right over here, you could just tell a major weight difference. Now, the thing is you might be thinking to yourself, you know, 26, 28 grams really isn't much. But when it comes down to something that's kind of, you know, this size, this dimension sitting in your hand, something that you hold on to all the time, especially if you're somebody who uses your pinky on the bottom, this is going to be a pretty big deal because you have a lot of weight just kind of, you know, sitting up and pivoting against the finger, especially when you play games like this. You have both of your pinkies on the bottom of the phone, you're playing games, and then you'll actually kind of get a little, you know, a little tired. Your fingers are a little rested and they're just not there, you know what I mean? And so when you hold on to this phone right here, this one feels pretty good. The screen size is still pretty large for what you really need to do. But make sure you guys stick tuned to the very next video where I will be doing a Samsung smart switch going from the Galaxy Note 10 Plus over into the Galaxy S20. So I hope you guys have liked this video. If you guys did, please give this thing a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to hit on subscribe. Subscribe right over here in the very bottom left-hand side. And if you like this video, then more than likely you'll also like this video. And I'll see you guys later.